So in this video, we're going to get a random quote from a movie or from a random quote, any quote, and we're going to use an API in this video. And I'm going to show you how to do it, and it couldn't be easier. One of my most favorite things right now is using RapidAPI. So you're just going to have to sign up for a RapidAPI account, but it's free, don't worry. And I got the code already written for you here. But this is the crazy thing, is that we didn't even really write this. I just edited it, and I'm going to show you how to get the code and edit it and where to go. So we're going to create a new function here. So again, this function is get quote. I'm actually going to rename it get movie quote and save it, and then go back, and right here we're going to say get movie quote. And let's see, we got a name function here, a name error here. And here we got the movie quote. So we want to get a normal quote now, and I'm going to show you all of the steps on how to do that and how to write this. So we're going to create a new function up here called function get quote. We're going to put something in here, but we're not going to write it. All right, I'm going to show you how to do this. So we got this random famous quotes here. It's an API on rapidapi.com. You can search for it, sign up for an account. And then the key here, I'm going to move my face right there. The key here is this button. This will say subscribe. You're going to click that, and it's free, $0, and you're going to subscribe. That is the key here. So once you get to this random famous quotes, subscribe to it. Again, it's free. You'll put in your details. And now, over here on code snippets, we're going to use JavaScript and the fetch here. Okay, this code is what we need, and you'll see in a hot second why. So again, just get your free RapidAPI. Go to Random Famous Quotes. This is by Andres Olvera. This is an API, and it's working, at least now. So we're going to go into our function getQuote, and inside of our brackets, we're going to paste exactly what we got. It might stylistically be a little different. We're just going to do that. And here's the URL we're going to go to. It gets our RapidAPI key already for us. Super cool. We're going to change some of this try stuff down here. We don't actually necessarily need try, but I like that it is here as well. I like it. Okay. Right now, what we're doing is we're going to get this URL, and we're going to edit this URL in a hot second. We're doing method post. What you can do, let's go back to our code snippets, is get over here on the left side, get endpoint. There's a post endpoint and a get endpoint, and literally the only difference is this method. So we're going to change this method to get. And down here, instead of await fetch in Google Sheets, we need to use, we're going to not say fetch, we're going to say URL, capital URL fetch app.fetch. And we're going to get the same URL, same options. All this stays the same. But now when we get a result, we're going to get, it says await response text. What we're going to do is response.get content text and put the parentheses there. And now instead of console.log result, we're going to delete that and do return result. You'll see this is not complete yet, but we want to see what do we get out of this. So save it. And again, this is just get quote. What do we get? We get this big JSON. This is, you can sort of see it right here. Quote, played against Sam as time goes by. We get a whole bunch of stuff, okay? We don't want all that stuff. What we want is const all lowercase JSON equals JSON uppercase parse, and we want to parse the result. And now our return is going to be JSON dot, and we're going to do in bracket 0, and then another bracket and quote. And now, if we hit save, our big JSON will probably change. There it goes. It changes to one exact quote. But we don't want to have to just do this. We can actually edit this from 10 to 1. It's up here in the count. We're just going to do 1. And our category movies. What's that? Well, in here, we'll have, should be in the about section somewhere. It says current categories are famous and movies right here. So what we're going to try is instead of category movies, we're going to do category famous. Command S to save. Make sure this saves. That it's saved, done. And now we have a random famous quote. So we can actually rename this famous quote. And now every time we use this function, it'll give us a random famous quote. So we have a working thing here. It absolutely works. I want to do one more thing to show you something cool that I think we can do is, let's say instead of just two different functions, get quote, and we can even name this famous quote or get movie quote, what if we wanted to use this exact code, but in the function, say famous or movie? Well, let's see how we do that. I'm going to show you. So we're going to say get quote, but in this one, I'm going to say famous. And this one, I'm going to say category. So inside of here, we'll add the category. And instead of category equals famous, we will do plus plus. Actually, we need to do single quotes around that and category. So we'll fill in the category, famous or, we know famous or movie, for this get quote. We'll save this. We'll change this to get famous quote. And now we want to say get, actually we'll just do quote equals get quote. And inside we need to put in parentheses famous, or do exactly the same thing, but inside we do movies. And there we go. Now we have a movie quote or a famous quote upon whatever text we put in here. We will start getting errors, I think, let's see what happens if we don't put it, see if we do it wrong. Fam. Right, we're going to get nothing. What we might do here is put some kind of if category is equal to famous, or category is equal to movies. Was it movies or movie? Yeah, movies. And if that's the case, then we will do all of this stuff that we're doing. If that is not the case, meaning we neither put in famous or movies as the category, we do else, and we'll return, hey, need to put in famous or movies. Okay, so now what happens is if the category is not famous or not movies, it will tell us, hey, need to put it in. And here we go. Hey, need to put in movies, famous or movies, right there. Boom, we got that. So now we can control this a little bit more, and if we can't control it with movies or quotes, it will tell us that as well. So this is really cool. I'm thankful you watched this whole video, and really hoping you can use some more RapidAPI. If you do use RapidAPI for other APIs, let me know. I'm happy to see other use cases. I think this is a really simple one, and I love that RapidAPI has this code snippet for us. Again, JavaScript fetch is the way to get that code snippet and start using it. And we just have to edit a little bit for Google Sheets.